It's now time for the Rebirth Sports full game recap. We go all the way back to December the 17th, the year 2022, when the Nashville Predators were in Denver, Colorado to take on the Avalanche, and John Hines deploys his hodgepodge of lines in the following way. Forsberg, Johansson, and Duchesne, Niederreiter, Glass, and Sissons, Smith, Jankowski, and Granlund, Trennan, Parson, and Janot, your defensive pairings, Yossi and Gross, Ekholm and Fabro, welcome back to the lineup from injury. Luzon and Gravel also makes up your third defensive pairing. UC Saros gets the start at net 126 into the game in Denver. Georgiev comes up with a save on Parson, and at close range, it's the first shot on goal of the game. 3:15 of the first period, UC Saros comes up with a save on Nichushkin from the low slot. It was the first save of the game for UC Saros. Very low event hockey would unfold over the next several shifts. Lots of block shots, some good physical plays. As a matter of fact, some big bone-crushing hits in the corner and along the walls. But that would be all that we would have. At 11:36, Georgiev comes up with a save on Gravel's long shot through traffic. At 12:03, Johansson hits the iron. 13:59, Gross off to the box, 2 minutes for hooking. It was the chicken wing play, and he got suckered into it and was the victim, but he's still off to the box. Nichushkin would hit the post on the back door, had the wide open net, but could not convert. The Preds would survive the Avs' pressure. 17:41 in the first period, Georgiev comes up with a save on Fabro with Johansson crashing the net hard. Johansson doing a good job on this play. 19:45 in the first. Rantanen goes to the box, 2 minutes for slashing. We'd hit the end of the first period. The Preds outshooting the Colorado Avalanche 10-8. Carryover of the power play, a minute and 45 seconds onto the clean sheet, but it would be the Colorado Avalanche that would have the best chance short-handed against the Nashville Predators. UC Saros would have to come up with a big save. 4:52 of the second period, Cogliano's out to the box, 2 minutes for tripping. Nashville Predators back on the power play, another opportunity. That's where Georgiev is stopping Niederreiter at the top of the crease. 7:52, Trennan's now off to the box, 2 minutes for holding. UC Saros comes up with a save on Makar. We see a scrum after the whistle. A little bit of emotion from the Nashville Predators penalty killers, but right after that, we see Rantanen converting for his 21st goal of the season. He goes glove side snipe, and he had all day to pick his spot and shoot it, and he can absolutely convert at will. 1-0 in favor of the Colorado Avalanche in halfway through this game. 10:57 of the second period, UC Saros comes up with a save on Taves. 11:08, Saros comes up with a glove save on Cale Makar. 13:28, Saros comes up with a save on O'Connor after Jankowski's terrible turnover. 14:01 of the second period, Johansson's off the box, 2 minutes for tripping in the offensive zone. An incredibly lazy penalty right here. He stopped skating, he reached out with the stick, and you end up in the box whenever that type of thing happens. Saros comes up with a save on Nichushkin's jam ×2 ×3, and then has to come up with a save on Taves later on in the PK. The Preds are able to survive because at 18:41, Georgiev comes up with a save on Forsberg through traffic. 19:11, Georgiev again, a save on Yossi. Sissons couldn't get to the rebound. The D was good on support, taking Sissons physically out of the play. 19:45, just 15 seconds to go in the second period. It's Newhook's 7th goal of the season, giving the Colorado Avalanche a 2-0 lead. It was a turnover that led to a 2-on-1 rush and a conversion for the Avs. The Preds were generating some good pressure over the final 2 minutes of the period, but they go ahead and turn all that momentum back over and a whole lot more as we hit the end of the second period. You know how we talk about goals in the first minute, last minutes of periods right here? They are just momentum swinging, momentum killing goals. And for the Colorado Avalanche, they took all the momentum the Preds were building at the end of the period and go into the locker room, out shooting the Preds 20-19 after 40 minutes, and they hold a 2-0 lead. Out on the clean sheet for the third period and 3:25 in, Matt Duchesne's 7th goal of the season makes it interesting because suddenly the Nashville Predators have scored a goal, and that is interesting because we don't see it very often right now. Colorado has a 2-1 lead now in the third period. It was a bar down shot from the low circle off of his own rebound. Matt Duchesne doing a nice job right there. Nino Niederreiter does pick up an assist in this situation, so Duchesne's 7th goal of the season. 9:39 of the third period now. Saros comes with the save on Rodriguez off the rush. 11:09, Saros a save off Comfer. 13:03, Georgiev turns Niederreiter's jam to the side. 15:46, Saros comes with a save on Rodriguez's spin-o-rama. 19:23 with the empty net, Georgiev comes with a save on Forsberg's one-timer with traffic. And 19:28, Cale Makar throws the puck length of the ice for the empty net goal, his 7th of the season, giving the Avs a 3-1 lead over the Nashville Predators, and that would be your final score. Colorado would outshoot Nashville 30-26 in this game. So the Nashville Predators came in and put up yet another good game in net and yet another good game on the defensive side of things, and also yet put up another terrible game on the power play and another putrid game on the offensive side of things. Listen, that did a remarkable job holding the Colorado Avalanche to 2 goals and then a third empty net goal there at the very end. But they did a really good job defensively in playing 5-on-5 hockey. They just can't put the puck in the net, and their special teams play, their power play especially, is just putrid. It's pretty disgusting to watch at this point, but I'm not going to spend all of my emotional fuel and capital and getting upset at game 29 about this. We have so many more games to cover, and for the Nashville Predators, if they don't start turning things around, there's going to be changes, and we'll be talking about a whole different series of events happening in the near future. So for the Nashville Predators, this was a game where they were within striking distance in the third period, but because they have no offense, because their power play cannot convert on anything, they failed to pick up a point. They failed to make it to overtime, and they dropped their 6th game in a row. The Nashville Predators have to find some way to gain some momentum, and unfortunately, the Edmonton Oilers in their next game is just not the game where it's going to happen. Prove me wrong. Listen, I'd be more than happy to come on here and talk about a breakdown analysis and eat some crow and say, you know what, I was wrong. The Preds stepped up and they just really handed it to the Oilers. I have nothing, no shred of evidence other than being a myopic Nashvilleian to say that the Nashville Predators have a good chance of defeating the Edmonton Oilers in that game on Monday night, the way the Nashville Predators are currently playing and the way that they have played against the Edmonton Oilers in recent history. There is not a shred of reasoning or evidence to suggest that the Nashville Predators are even going to be competitive against this Edmonton Oilers team. So go ahead, Preds, win by 5 and prove me wrong, and I'll take this clip and I'll run it over and over again, and I'll say I was wrong every time. How can I possibly be wrong when Draisaitl's going to score 5 points alone against you on Monday night? That's the Rebirth Sports full game recap. Nashville Predators dropped their 6th game in a row. They had opportunities, but they can't put the puck in the net.